Hello again, and this is Marky Mark. It's been quite some time since I have played on my Sorceress that started Act 2, but this is the continuation of my Ultimate Beginner's Guide. Just to speed things along, I guess the game's been out for a while, so I guess the first several videos in Act 1 I made were probably more helpful. But just for the sake of completion, we're just going to keep trucking it through Act 2. So real quick, my gear, mana gems in the helm. I've got a blue smoke sphere with 2 to Nova and 12 mana, and I put 2 Terror runes in it. In Act 1 in the Forgotten Tower, the Countess can drop Terror runes. This could also just be a white one with 2 sockets. And I got some really good rare items. I got a nice rare shield with resistances, nice rare armor with a socket, nice little amulet. The only thing that's not yellow, well, there's a white item, a belt. Yeah, so everything is pretty much just a yellow item that I've found early on in the game. Require level 4, require level 7. That's a socketed item. Require level 13, require level 12, require level 13, no required level. And the only unique item I found so far was when in Act 1 I found the Hotspur boots, which are nice. Require level 5. So no fancy gear, all things you can get early on for the sake of completion and trying to play as if this is, going through the game or whatever. Skill tree, I'm going to put 7 into Charge Bolt for like a low mana cost skill. 3 into Lightning for a single target shooting 1 monster. 1 into Static Field, which I will put another point into that now to increase the radius. And we got a few points into Nova for some area of effect. And I went ahead and put 1 in Telekinesis because at level 18 we're going to want to get Teleport. 1 into Warmth for a little bit of mana regeneration. And 1 into Frozen Armor. Alright, so for the sake of the video, I've already cleared out some of the stuff. So let's go to the waypoint. Well, actually, let me explain the map a little bit. So if you walk out here, we already did the sewers for Radamant, the first quest. You walk out here, it goes to the Rocky Waste. And if you follow the edge of the walls, there is no path like in Act 1. But eventually you'll find an area that leads to the Dry Hills. And that's where you want to go for the first quest. And if we make our way over here, you can see that little spot on the map with the little purple door. That is the Halls of the Dead. And it's got 3 levels. I've already started on that. So here we go. And I did clear out, just kind of ran here, so I have some monsters to kill. I got so many mana potions and everything, this shouldn't take long. Nova is good for clearing stuff out. That guy's lightning enchanted. A little bit hard to kill with lightning, it looks like. Nephrune. Yeah, but for the sake of questing, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I already know which way to go to get to level 3. And yeah, mana potions will pretty much do the job. I do have those 2 Terror runes, which are kind of nice. That help my mana every time I kill a monster. Put on my Frozen Armor staff real quick and get some Frozen Armor. And you can just carry extra potions in your inventory. So what I think I'll do, I think I'll get the cube, the Horadric cube, which is what is located in this dungeon. And then I'll try to, so the order of these quests here in the desert don't matter much. You don't have to get the cube first. You don't have to do the second and third part in any particular order. I am going to skip to the third part. Actually, maybe not. I just want to have teleport for the maggot layer. Because the maggot layer, well, you don't need teleport. But for the sake of making the video faster and kind of getting through Act 2 in a timely fashion, teleport will be a lot easier. It's a nice thing about being a sorceress, is you can teleport. I did clear the optional dungeon in the Rocky Waste. It was the Stony Tomb. I did clear that for some extra experience. That's also how I found the body armor that I'm wearing. I've just decided to use that one because my resistances are actually really good. We got a lot of lightning and fire and stuff. Especially because those boots that I have, the Hotspur. And I did find a nice little helmet for my mercenary. It's got triple resistances, which you don't see that very often. If you see a triple resistance item, I would probably hold on to it because those are really hard to find. And I just happened to find one. Of course, it's just on a helmet. Later on in the game, if you find boots like that have faster run walk, those are real hard to find. Real good too. Alright, so we're looking for the area. Nova's just really good at clearing out rooms, especially in this area. Like right here. Lightning, real good for shooting one monster. Ooh, a rare belt. I think I'll take that. And here's the cube. Go back to town. And then I'll skip to the Far Oasis. I will not go in. So the Far Oasis is located through an exit out of the Dry Hills. And then once you leave the Dry Hills, you will get to the Far Oasis. And in the Far Oasis, that's where you'll find the Maggot Lair, which is also a 3-level dungeon. I'm just organizing OCD and stuff the way I like my inventory organized. Give me a second, sorry. Alright, there we go. Let me identify this belt. Probably gonna wear it, don't see why not. Fire resistance, kind of unnecessary. Can throw these runes in my stash. The gems, which you also don't have to be on the screen to deposit them. It auto deposits, which is kind of nice. Alright, here we go. So I'm just going to go to the Far Oasis, and then I'm going to go to the Lost City. And I'm going to do that part first. Actually, did I level? No. So I'm still 17. I want to get to 18 before I go in the Maggot Lair, just so I can clear it faster. There's the Maggot Lair up there, the little purple circle hole in the ground. We'll come back there after we get to level 18. So we're going to go to the Lost City, which I already found it, cleared out all the monsters. There's some rares that I dropped that I got upgrades for. Yeah, over here. And then when we go in here, there's going to be some kind of eclipse, and the screen's going to go black. And you don't have to go back to town and talk to anybody, but I'll give it a second. Alright, so the screen went black. Alright, so step one. We're going to look for the waypoint, because I did not get that yet. I think we'll just stick to lightning. It's a bit easier to target things with. Maybe some charge bolt. Yeah, so this video is going to end up being a little bit long because we're also going to go in the maggot lair. But with teleport, it should be pretty quick. Hopefully this video will be about 30 minutes or less. We'll see. Main thing is I've not explored this area, but here's the waypoint. You can see the 2 torches. Now we just got to find somewhere on the edge of the map. Here's a side dungeon, by the way, the ancient tunnels. That's a really good place to find stuff in the level, especially later on in the game and other difficulties. And what do you know? We got lucky. I think we found it. Yep, Valley of the Snakes. Kind of awesome. And we'll go in here. This is like 2 levels, and the second level really isn't much. It's literally just the quest area. So we just gotta find level 2. And yeah, Nova is pretty good in rooms full of skeletons, I will say. Like right here. Yeah, Nova would be real good for rooms like that. Oh, I don't have any more stamina potions. Might not be too long of a video. Yeah, you just gotta use your potions mainly. No reason not to use your potions. That looks like a dead end. Yeah, we're just not gonna do that. Alright, this looks like it just goes around based on the way the map's shaped. I'm pretty sure this little fork there that leads to the same area. So, still don't have a stamina potion. I used them all running around in the desert. But I think I'm going to go back this way. And go down here. Alright, this could be something. Yep, there's level 2. Awesome. And, oh, by the way, my mercenary has prayer aura, so I'm kind of healing 5 every second, basically. So it makes it so I have to use less healing potions. I will throw up a portal, maybe. I'm just gonna spam Nova, I guess. Seems like the way to go. I guess I will pick up that long staff since it has sockets. And a hawk helm. And a sacred globe. One to telekinesis. Not super interested in that. Nope, not interested in that. Let's get this hawk helm just in case. One to cyclone helm. Alright. So this is basically the 3rd part of this 3-part quest, basically. You need to get to the Amulet of the Viper. Oh, by the way, if you go to your skill tree, general skills, you can set up a button to loot directly to your Horadric cube, which I use that all the time. Especially in later difficulties when my whole inventory is full of charms and all I use to pick up items is in the cube. Alright, so we're going to go and talk to the townsfolk, just in case. I did make another video, I believe, saying that when you clear the Claw Viper Temple, if you don't update the quest, It can cause problems when you try to go into the Arcane Sanctuary, especially if you're joining a game where other people are questing and they're in a different place on the quest than you. I think there was a video about that, not sure, but yeah, after clearing the Eclipse in the Lost City, you definitely want to, you know, talk to the townsfolk just in case you're in a multiplayer game and you don't want any complications. Because if you can't get to the Canyon of the Magi, you can't clear Act 2. And if you can't go in the Arcane, you can't get to the Canyon of the Magi. I guess the game is intended to be that way. Alright, so we should level here soon. There's a stamina potion. Also, in normal difficulty, the maps are not very big, which is kind of makes it easier. Like, I could teleport over there once I level up. I'll teleport over there probably. See if I can level. There we go. Right there. Got it. Alright. I'm going to redo my buttons. Teleport. Click that on the R button. We'll move static field to hold down L and press X. Now let's go over here. Nothing fancy. So, looks like the Diggler Dirk. Alright, let's go over here and see if this is the next level. Nope. Alright, let's teleport maybe? Nope. We'll kill all these guys. There's a unique 2 and a sword. Wonder if that's in my Chronicle. Sacred Glow. I don't think I'm interested in that, but it's ethereal, which is kind of rare. And we'll add this to the Chronicle if we need it. We do. Shadow Fang. Mana Potion. Alright, let's go up here. And okay, so this level was pretty big. Alright, we're almost done though. Mega Lair level 2. Oops, I already put a portal. Alright, here we go. Let's just kill some monsters till we can figure out how to skip a corner, basically. So far I don't see any corners I can skip. Or juvie, I'll take that. Just go down here. Shoot the guys on a straight line with lightning, which is always fun. Let's see where this takes us. A curve. And let's go over there. And over here. And over here. Hard leather armor. I think it's that new Bane's item, maybe? Yep. I got 2 of those, I think. I don't need that. And here we go, level 3. And I don't know my time is in the video, but I think it was pretty good for clearing all the quests for the first half of Act 2. Alright, we'll identify this sacred glue. Alright, so it's usually facing this way. There we go, right there. That was easy enough. and Staff of Kings. Alright. Let's just finish up in town. And that'll be the end of this video, and maybe the next video we'll just clear the rest of Act 2. Which makes my Act 2 videos for this character 3 parts, not too terrible. Alright, so let's go to the cube, transmute the staff and the headpiece, and there we go, we got the Horadric staff. And yeah, and so this is the 3-part quest here, the Horadric staff. Oh, looks like my video's not shooting. Is it? Why is the... Oh, it is shooting. It just looks like the screen is smaller for some reason. Oh well, hopefully. Alright, so that's the quest there. Get the 3 parts of the staff, and then this was the Tainted Sun, which was the eclipse. Next we will go into the Arcane Sanctuary, which we have to go into the palace to get there. And the last 3 quests will kind of be all together. Before I go, I'm gonna maybe put some stuff in these sockets. I could use some cold resistance. Let's just do 10 into vitality. And maybe put some cold resistance in the shield. Require level 12, require level 15. Actually, we could just put one of those in there for cold 40. Sure, why not? And my resistances are actually pretty good. And maybe like another Tur rune in the armor. Alright, Tur rune. Alright. So yeah, unless I find a better rare, which isn't likely, I'll try to go through the rest of Act 2 and Act 3 with this current gear. Because yeah, my resistances are all pretty good. Alright, hope you liked the video, and I'll see you for the second half of Act 2. Thanks for watching. This has been Marky Mark with Electra, my sorceress, on the Ultimate Beginner's Guide.